Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Base. All right, it's been a long day already. Let's just jump right into the charts. I gotta run out to a dinner soon, so hopefully this will not take too long. Let me set it up on my other monitor here. Make sure that everything is working fine, and I think we're okay. All right. Oh, wait. On this thing. Nope, not that. There you go. All right. I can see some of your live chat. It's hard for me to pay attention to it. Is there going to be a rematch with I was about to say Kevin Hart, Richard Hart. No, there's not going to be a rematch with Richard Hart. Richard Hart is running a scam, and I have better things to do with my time at this point. I ran into Richard at an event. I'm not going out of my way to waste any more time with scammers. Speaking of, however, on that funny note, I did take the time to cut out a very critical part of Fake Satoshi's fireside chat that took place in London. I was at this event, I was in the audience, and I'm like, oh my God, am I really listening to this? So go ahead, let's have a listen to CSW.
The university still has my thesis from 2008. So I guess on that one alone, you can make the decision when it comes out, which it will. Did Satoshi plagiarize me? Because there are sections of the white paper, whole paragraphs, in some of my work.
You just said, did Satoshi plagiarize me?
Yes. Wow. Either I am Satoshi or Satoshi plagiarized me. You can make the choice.
I'm not sure if that was loud enough. I'll play one more time. It's only 40 seconds.
The university still has my thesis from 2008. So I guess on that one alone, you can make the decision when it comes out, which it will. Did Satoshi plagiarize me? Because there are sections of the white paper, whole paragraphs, in some of my work.
You just said, did Satoshi plagiarize me?
Yes. Wow. Either I am Satoshi or Satoshi plagiarized me. You can make the choice. I don't really care. Because he actually took whole paragraphs from my LLM. So it's either me or I don't really care if you like it. Ooh. And Mr. Tone and everything like that can scoff. The universities.
I probably should put on big screen earlier. All right. So this is borderline hilarious, right? So I called him out on his bullshit over here.
I'm not sure why anybody was clapping at any point. I'm actually not sure why Mr. Wright was given the stage. He just admitted that he did not write the Satoshi white paper. He just admitted earlier that
I know this is real. I give you a point time. That is not what I say.
of evidence that shows that everything he's ever published online is fraudulent. So why does anything he has to say going forward relevant?
Right. So here's the thing, right? And the comments to this are amazing. Obviously, I pissed off Mr. Calvinaire, and he writes, Tone, this is another of your embarrassing, stupid posts. Craig is Satoshi, but that is not your problem. You are ignoring the technical brilliance and utility of Craig's more recent reinvention that should be clear to anyone with a brain, the massively scaling utility of BSV. And my reply is, yes, I agree with you, Mr. Calvinaire. I am completely ignoring this technological brilliance. There you go. And then there was another comment. Oh, this is also great. This is another one of my all-time favorites. Let's have a listen. Oh, this may not be loud enough, unfortunately.
Had this section on how identity worked in Bitcoin. I remember reading it probably when I wrote it.
So he literally said, I remember reading it probably when I wrote it, which is hilarious. Anyway, look, it's pretty obvious from I mean, it's beyond obvious what he said, right? If he's saying that he wrote a paper in 2008 or 2007 and Satoshi plagiarized it, then he's not Satoshi. Then he's saying someone plagiarized that paper. Now, if you look through the Twitter post, someone already looked into this, and it's right here. I emailed the university, and they're saying there's no such paper. And here is the chat from the video that I put together above. So, look, there's so much bullshit here that let us move on. I'm done with Craig Wright. All right. Unconfiscatable conference happening in Vegas, February 20 to 23. I am expecting this to sell out. Certainly the poker game will sell out. The carnivory dinner will sell out. Hopefully we have enough room for everyone in the audience. Check that out. If you want to support my work, please check out the affiliate page. All right, let's look at the price of Bitcoin. What's going on? This is, oh, here's the monthly chart, but the monthly chart is in the Heikin-Ashi view, and that's probably not going to be changing because it's using the highs and the lows, and we're pretty much in the middle. So we are pulling back here. Today's Saturday. Got one more day to go. We got about a day and a half. I don't like the current posture of the market on lower level timeframes. We made it halfway up the candle, and it potentially, and very, very likely looks like that is all she wrote. Okay, it's not looking very good. The weekly chart remains bearish. The weekly chart has been bearish. The only time the weekly chart became bullish in the last 6 months, well, maybe this was 6 months ago. June was 6 months ago. So the only other time besides right here, besides the week of June 17th, the only other time the weekly chart became bullish was on a trade off of the 9. That's it. There was no continuation trade. Notice this is a continuation trade using sequential. You are buying a green 2 above a green 1 above a 9. That's a continuation trade. This is also a continuation trade. Okay. This is a reversal trade. Shorting right here at 5,400, which I did, by the way. I'm not going to deny that because it's in the evidence of the YouTube blockchain of my videos. It's right there. I shorted this 9 for the same reason I would have shorted this 9 had I not, because over here I wasn't traveling. I think I was around or somewhere. But right here, this was actually a better 9 to short based on the setup, because this is just a run-up candle on the 9. It's shortable to me, but it's a little more challenging. This is a much easier 9 to short because this 9 is coming off a rejection at setup trend plus a reversal candle. Much easier 9 to short. Whether now this short trade off of this 9 actually made me a little bit of money. I lowered my stop loss because I didn't like the posture of the consolidation. The stop loss got hit. I got out of this short trade with a little bit of a profit. I was also long from here. So I made money. I got out here of my long, and I went to take the short, and I made a little bit of money on the short. But I did not enter the long trade here. There was a long trade on the table, the continuation trade, but I didn't jump on it. But the sequential TA told you to go long. It then told you to get out and go short. It then told you to, well, either take your profit. Considering I got out with a profit on this short off of this 9, I guarantee you I would have gotten out with a profit on the short off of this 9 because it went way more into my direction. This is a continuation long trade. And then the only trades that were available were short trades other than the reversal long trade off of this 9. Now, Ugly went to take this trade off the 9, Ugly Old Goat. Got in a little bit early on the long trade because he trusted the 9. He was then mad at Sequential and me the following day because it spiked down. But then the following day, he entered another long and made a killing on the upside. So The 9 told you to go long. It just doesn't tell you when in the candle to go long. That's on you as a trader. Now, the sequential is telling you to go short. It told you to go short early in the week. I would have been unhappy with that trade because of the big long down candle on the 1, plus the 4th red candle in the row, which hasn't happened in like a year and a half. But now you got to go to the low level time frames to see, is this dead cat bounce over? And what is the statistical probability of that? Here we have the daily chart. Now the daily chart technically told you to go long on the daily right here yesterday when we broke above the 76.50. Again, tough trade to make considering how much you have moved on this one candle, and you are already way above the low in this move. So this is a very, very difficult long trade to make. If I was to make this long trade, I would probably be out already with either a small profit or a small loss because I don't want to risk it. We're going to look at it from a lower level time frame. Now, what does this say on the daily? On the daily chart, it is still a bullish short-term posture. The daily chart is saying, hey, there is still a potential for maybe 3 to 4 more days of upside, maybe as high as the next moving average before you hit a 9 on a daily, and then the probability is high that you are going to reverse back down to new lows. I'm not trading, guys. I'm saying if I was trading, that's what would have happened. If I was trading, I might have gone long right here, and I would have been out of this by now, either with a small gain or with a small loss. Either way, I'm no longer happy with this long. I would have seen it as being late to the long trade, and I might have stayed away from it. I will also point out that I felt that I was a little late to the long trade here, and I was waiting for the pullback, which didn't come. And I also felt the same here, even more. I was waiting for a bigger pullback that didn't come. We're paying for it now, right? So everyone that was making fun of me on the way up, as I was kept waiting for that 40% pullback, kept waiting for that 40% pullback, it didn't come. So now we are potentially looking at an 80% pullback, and not 80% of the difference, a potential of 80% to the down, which would put us at 2,800. Still unlikely. 80% of the retrace is more likely, and that takes us only to about 5,300. Okay, let's move on. The 12-hour chart is interesting again. Okay, the 12-hour chart reversed. The top came in on candle number 7. I normally don't like that, but you have to respect some of these 9s. And we are reversing on a 12-hour 9 right now. Now, this could still be a 1 to 4 candle correction and followed by a reversal from around this moving average. And we can still make it all the way into, the $8,000 area. However, I am still expecting this to give me a new low. Whether that low begins in a few weeks or whether that low has already started is only relevant to short-term traders. It's not really relevant to the longer-term traders. To the longer-term traders, we are still more bearish than bullish. You can clearly see this in the 4-hour chart with this giant purple channel. This giant purple channel isn't going anywhere until it's broken to the upside. So until it's broken to the upside, I will always anticipate the higher probability move to touch the channel on the downside. Okay. So I felt that Bitcoin would struggle to break this red line. I drew it in a while ago. And if we zoom in, we can see how close we got to that line. And you know, in a perfect world, we would have kept going higher until tomorrow and reversed tomorrow around a 4-hour 9, but that didn't happen. Actually, that would have been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would have been the 9th candle, right? Like in a perfect world, the high would have came in on the current candle to the upside. Now, notice how we are still completing a sequential from one of these 9s, from this one. So this 9 kicked off a countdown phase that is currently being deferred, and it'll keep being deferred until we make new lows. So where is Bitcoin in trouble? See, this was the breakout line. This was the bottom of that, you know, consolidation of the head and shoulders line. I think below this line, Bitcoin is in serious trouble. But I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that if Bitcoin goes below 7,000, it's in serious trouble. Look, no one knows where prices are going to go. But I can tell you this. If the price of Bitcoin, don't forget the if part. If the price of Bitcoin falls below 7,000, I will be 80% sure we're going below 6,500. Okay? May not seem like much usefulness to that statement, but I would be confident in the fact that Bitcoin will go below 6,500 if it goes below 7,000. Now, I'm still only going to give that an 80% confidence because nothing is 100%. Bitcoin can really do anything. I'm actually curious about, on a daily chart, what the BitMax funding rate is. So if you look at the BitMax funding rate, and I have 3 different kinds. It's still favoring the bulls here. And a little bit favoring the bears here. And, oops, didn't mean to flip that. Because they're all different. Everyone has their own metrics, I guess. And this one looks like the same as the other one. So it's about to flip over to favor the bears. But right now, it's actually favoring the bulls. Because more people are short. So that probably means that this 4-hour chart might make it to a 9, somewhere around the low 7,000s. And we can push up one more time. Maybe we'll make it to 8,000. Maybe we'll break this line, but not close above it. Maybe we'll make one more push, you know, into early December, in the vicinity of 8,000 or even as high as 8,500. But I'm still anticipating this resistance cluster to hold and for Bitcoin to go lower. And if it goes below 7,000, I would be pretty damn confident that this 6,500 is imminently going to get broken. GBTC, not going to talk about it today. Spend a lot of time on this code trying to figure out the proper formulas. Man, that was like half my day today. The other half of the day was dealing with the new sequential code. A lot of testing still needs to be done. That's pretty much it. Still waiting for Binance to not outperform Bitcoin for the year. We'll see how that goes. Still a month to go. Still waiting for Ethereum to go to 0. Don't worry, it'll happen in my lifetime. Thanks, Bitcoin Bernoulli, for the info on the BitMax funding rate. Tone, it might be worth having a look at your parallel channel on daily and weekly. I think there is an argument that there is a better fit bottom of your channel, which is higher than 6,500, which is higher, and 6,500 was a touch. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it could, because look, on a daily scale, this would be the bottom of the channel. So I agree with you. And I mentioned it. So we probably did have a touch, because that is the bottom of the channel as well. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to have another touch. Yeah, I'm with you. You draw different channels on different time frames. Tone, retail people are not coming back after 2017. I see it day to day. They don't talk about Bitcoin anymore. Everybody went back to their previous jobs. Isn't this concerning? Yes, yes, I've been talking about this as why I do not believe Bitcoin has any kind of good fundamentals. I have been talking about this for over a year. Over a year I've been talking about this. I agree with you. This was by Fabio. I agree with you, Fabio. I've been mentioning this. This is why I found the move to 14,000 so like unexplainable to me. But in hindsight, I can explain the move to 1400. In hindsight, the move to 1400 from April was the result of this right there. Bitcoin dominance moving up 33%. That's what caused the pump. Maybe 10% or 15% institutional investing, and 80 to 85% exodus out of shit coins. And now that shit coins are down so much, no one is exiting shit coins anymore. They're done. So we need one more round of shit coin exodus. And there's not that many shit coins left to exit from. Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, that's about it, right? Like your top 5. They're the only ones with value that are left. So unless there's another round of mass exodus out of shit coins, taking Bitcoin dominance to 80, I don't see any new retail coming in, and therefore price has been going down. I agree with you. It's a big problem. That's why I'm not bullish Bitcoin yet from a fundamental perspective. So silver, gold, not much. S&P still at all-time highs, close enough. We had 2 red days. They're not changing anything. We have a combo 13. Tom DeMark himself talked about it. I should play the video, actually. Hold on. Let me play the video. Now they have audio up. Where am I going? I'll put it in the alerts. By the way, guys, you can get into the alerts. It's still free. Let me get the link. Let me get the link to the video. Here it is. Put it in here.
Technically speaking, and joining me is a superstar of technicals, Tom DeMark, DeMark Analytics founder and CEO. Tom, it's so good to talk to you. I know you've been looking for a market top for a while. Are we there?
We're almost there, finally. I mean, we've gone through a number of exercises, you and I have, over the last few months. We've been coming very close, and one component of identification of our market tops and bottoms of there was present, but the other one wasn't, if you recall. On July 15th, we received what we call a 13, which is an alert that potential market top existed, but we had not fulfilled the upside price projection. Then about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, there was a second 13, and we came within 4 points of our price objective, and we remained stubborn throughout the decline in August and late September, and we stayed positive throughout the entire period, which is unusual for us because we saw the trend is up and we remain positive. Currently, if today we're able to stay above Friday's low, Wednesday's low, I should say, and rally as high as 31.73.52 to be specific, the market could top. And a number of the other stock indices have satisfied the requirements of price fulfillment, the equivalent of 31.73, and they've also satisfied the requirement of the price pattern. The only one that's deficient, the main one, is the S&P and the QQQ. They both require 1 to 2 more days, but we could see that happen otherwise the day after Thanksgiving's been strong. It's a shortened day, and I'm a little disappointed to see the market down now, but we still have an opportunity, I think, today, if not then Monday or Tuesday, for the market to top. We've compared the current market with the rally that we experienced in June and July. It was 38 trading days, and this week we recorded 38 trading days.
Yeah.
And the trajectory to the upside, the angle of ascent,
Yeah.
is identical. You can see on the chart that we set.
All right, that's it. That was it. So let's take a look. I'm using the futures, so I should probably use the cash market. Let's go to the daily chart and the cash because that's what he's using. Let's see where that 13 is. So we have the combo 13, and I believe he was using the combo as well. Let's see. Yeah, the combo. That's the sequential. That's the combo. And then he has a 13 with a question mark, right? So let's see what's going on. Let's compare. So here's the combo. That was the 27th. That was the day that they were doing the video. So what is this? So when was Thanksgiving? Oh, I'm looking at the futures again. Okay, that explains it. That explains it. That explains it. I'm like, why were the futures were trading on Thursday, but the cash wasn't? So here's the 27th, and here's Friday. Thursday is skipped. So this is where the futures will differ than the cash, because the futures have a trading day here on the 28th. The cash market does not. Keep that in mind. We have the combo 13 that took place on Wednesday. The sequential is still a few days away. We still need 4 more days for the sequential, assuming they're all going up. Has the market topped on the combo 13? Tom DeMark loves the combo 13. Now, also, the version of the sequential that Tom DeMark is using is going to be different. It's not going to have this 9. Gone. In fact, it's not going to have the prior 9 either. Okay? So there's that combo 13. So there's not going to be another 13 actually on his end. That's it. That's the combo 13. It's done. That's the last one in the sequence. That's the one he's using. So you have to take this very, very seriously that the market has topped, because they require a price flip. I don't. Okay. By the way, in the future version of the code, we made some critical changes. We're not going to have other anyway. I'm not going to release the. I'm not going to talk about the details of my version of the code. You have to figure out yourself. But in any case, we've done thorough testing on it and looks good. Still need more testing. Still have to work out a few bugs. So right here, this is it. This was that final thrust of the S&P 500. It gave you this 9 that kicked off the countdown phase. And the countdown phase has completely ended on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So had I been actively trading in the stocks, I did see that video on Wednesday. I don't know if I covered the S&P 500 on Wednesday. This is not a good sign. On a daily scale, you have to take this seriously. You have to take this 13 seriously, just like you have to take this 13 seriously. Okay. And I think there was a 9 right here too, but that 9 is only on my version, not on DeMark's version. Probably right here, there's a 9. There it is. Okay. You got to take this 913 seriously. It didn't end the market, but this combo 13 possibly could have ended the market. So if on Monday the market starts to fall, we could be in for a severe pullback. Now, on a weekly scale, it doesn't look that bad. On a weekly scale, we could have a few more weeks of upside, but the daily could turn the weekly. It has happened before, okay? Let's see if it happened here. July 22nd. Let's take a look at a daily. What happened on the week of July 22nd? July 22nd. Nope, no daily sequential. Oh, wait. Well, hold up. I want to put up the mark version. That's a very nice combo 13 and sequential 13 on the same day. We went a little bit higher over the next week or so, but not significantly higher. And this top was good. So even if you got back into the market here, you got to take that stop loss. And down we go. Okay. That's it for the S&P, really. I'll go back to the weekly and leave it there. I can take a look at a few of your questions. I have a few minutes. Dan, I love your comment. Richard Hart said it in our debate. Trading is easy when you are 100% when you are 100% sure on where the market is going. Put 100% of your funds on that trade. According to Richard Hart, that is what you should do. And trading is very easy when you use that rule. That is correct. It's easy because you'll probably never trade again after the first trade you make with that logic. What is the possibility? You know what? I can actually make this bigger. Easier to read. Okay. Let's see where we are here. I can take a look at a few stocks. By the way, this was a hyperwave that I was drawing last time for this stock, Canopy Growth Corporation. So check that out. It was a video a few videos ago. Look at Apple go. Jesus. Still bullish. We're on a 5 setup, 6 sequential. Coming off. I mean, this 6. Do I have the combo? Oh, wait. This is. I gotta check this code actually. I'm not sure what version of the code this is because it says TI indicator sequential. I may want to double check that code. But yes, I'm still bullish Apple here. I don't see. Remember, the market could be toppy. Look at this 9 up here and 9 down there. Damn. This market could be toppy overall, but like, how are you not bullish Apple here? How? I don't get it. Like, you have to be bullish Apple. I don't see anything in the charts that tells you otherwise. Yeah, it's been a long day. I was a trader before the sequential system, before I knew about it. I was using all my other tools. Any other good questions? Oh, we can look at a time. Oh, that's a weekly 9. Damn, that's a bunch of more weeks. Let's look at the daily. Here's Apple on the daily. Still good, still clean for more upside. On a monthly, Ooh. See, that's a problem. That is a potential problem. I don't know how good sequential is on a monthly scale. I would try to time that with the weekly 9 and the daily 9. So maybe next month it'll top. And if it does, it could have a nice big drop. All right, I don't see any other questions. Too tired to look at the rest of the stocks. I am curious about Starbucks and Uber. Not on a monthly scale. On a daily scale. See, look at that. Look at Uber. Like, I would be getting out. I would be getting out, but this is important. This is not a scary 9. I love the consolidation here. I would be very happy getting in Uber if I was actively trading. I would be going in probably here. Maybe not first thing in the morning on Monday, but the moment I see breaking above this consolidation, I think it's going to go higher. Lift. Ooh, look at that doji candle. See, now I'm less confident in Uber because Lyft looks different. They're both similar. So I would be, I'm leaning bearish on Lyft, but I'm leaning bullish on Uber. So it's a good arbitrage play, you know, good spread play. They're similar industries. They're going to move together. But this has a bearish looking chart. Uber has a bullish looking chart, even though they're both on a 9. It's hard to explain. You have to learn the indicator. Hey, here we go. I think the stock's finally ready to go up again. It's got to break the setup trend line though. Boom, we fall 50% and we make money. That's how you trade IPOs. Still not easy, no matter what Richard Hart says. Another nice 9. Pickup. There we go. I think Twitter has been having a problem. Let me see, where's Twitter? Done. Twitter's done. See, nice sequential 13 at the low. Had a little bit of a rebound. I'm not saying I'd want to short because I don't like to short stocks that have fallen so much. But I don't think Twitter is a big buyout target this month. But yeah, this is not looking good. Not a good looking 9 there. Square. See, a lot of 9s. I like the consolidation. So I'd be more bullish than bearish here at the moment. But if Monday opens to the downside, then I'm bearish. Monday opens to the upside, I'm bullish. But the 9 came, so I'm paying attention. Let's look at Alibaba. Daily still has room to the upside, according to sequential. Are we at an all-time high? We're not, but we're close. Nice 9 at the all-time high. Let's look at the weekly. Still have room to the upside. Monthly. Still have room to the upside. I like this monthly consolidation. Probably has more upside. All right, guys. I can do this all. I can't do this all day. I know you want me to do this all day. I took a look at gold. There's nothing interesting in gold. I still think it's going to go down until it proves it to me otherwise. Gold would need to be above 1,500, and then I'm bullish. As long as gold is below 1,500, I'm bearish. Very simple. 2-week chart on Bitcoin. Never used the 2-day chart, 2-week chart. Nice 9. Nice 9. That's good. That It's bullish. But I don't know how relevant that is, right? 9 here as well. 9 here as well. Couple of 13s on this big red candle. Just follow the arrows. Nice 9 up here with a 13, preceded by a 13. Nothing at the lows. Maybe that's something. Maybe we'll go to new all-time highs. I personally would be happy. I'll become a bull. Get me above 10,000, I'll be a bull. Until then, let's see what this means. Good find, though. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget Unconfiscatable coming up in Vegas. Support via affiliate codes. And I will see you all on the next one. Oh, I have no idea what I pressed.